William. Hello, Keymaster. Okay. Miyu is dead. Hi, James. And now we're investigating. Examine. We have a lot to examine here. Just for the sake of saying that we examined it. From what the time of death indicated in the Monokuma file, he was killed while we were in the virtual world. Alright, William. That bottle. There's something on the seat. It's a small bottle. I feel as though I've seen this before. This is yours, right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Mine. No, I guess it's not yours, but it's from your lab. That's right, this was in the Ultimate Detective's lab.
Right?
Yeah, it's that poison. So you know about this, Kokichi? Of course, because I already checked it. We are in a killing game, you know. If there's poison and tricks prepared, then of course I'd investigate them ASAP.
That's...
Is that... Oh, it's not so I can use them. I check it just in case someone else uses them. Is that really true?
By the way...
Did you see the label on the back of this bottle? Yes, they are.
Huh?
Label. According to the warnings here, this poison is pretty lethal. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed, so it has to be taken directly. Once taken directly, the victim will immediately die, even if they only sip a bit. You could get into the victim's mouth open, you could kill them instantly. I can't imagine a better method of killing someone who's logged in.
By the way...
I should tell you what symptoms this poison causes. It causes a small blood vessel under the conjunctiva to explode, which makes the whites from your eyes turn blood red. Bloodshot eyes. That's important information. Well, that's about everything about this poison. Am I doing a good job? Maybe it's time you acknowledge me as your partner.
No.
I thought I remembered you saying that you didn't want to be my partner. Did I? Well, sometimes I lie without thinking about it. Seriously.
Anyway.
What about this poison? Do you think the culprit did it? What about the poison? Can't be certain yet. I do know that the poison was left on that person's chair. This is Kokichi's chair. It's the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some helmets have their cords plugged in, others have them removed. I'm positive they were unplugged after logging out. That's it, the cords. We're supposed to plug the two cords from the computer into our helmets. The red for consciousness, the blue for memory. You get those mixed up. No idea. Body swap or something? A glitch. Our heads. My concern is the cords. Which might occur, that's what Miyu told us. Hi, Levi.
Mommy!
Right input there. I never thought Mia would be killed. When I saw her avatar there not moving, I thought maybe, but...
You're right.
That's right, you saw that Miu's avatar in the virtual world had stopped moving. Me, Kibu, and Maki all found her avatar.
Hey!
Can you tell me more about that? Any details? We were looking for the secret of the outside world at the chapel.
Hey!
Miu was too, right?
No.
No, Miu volunteered to look around the outside of the chapel, so she wasn't with us. Miu volunteered to look outside? We searched, but we couldn't find anything. Then, right when we were starting to get tired, All of a sudden, we heard a really loud sound outside. That must be the sound I heard as well. Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside. I would like you to continue Final Fantasy VII. Something hitting the chapel wall. So we all rushed outside to check the side of the chapel and found Miu's avatar. That's when you went to log out to check Miu's real body, correct? We went to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason. Then while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
Thank you.
I see. Thank you. The testimony sounded important, especially about how they couldn't cross the river.
Because?
If they weren't able to cross, then no one could have gone between the mansion and the chapel. This helps us narrow down the people who could have come into contact with Miu. Could have come into contact with Miu at the chapel.
Hey!
Gonta, are you alright?
You're so dumb.
Are you still depressed about Miu? Come on, don't be such a Debbie Downer.
By the way...
Oh, Gonta, I want to know what you think. Rare, I know, but who do you think is the culprit?
Gonta don't know.
The murder already happened when Gonta wake up.
How did this happen?
Why Miu kill? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything.
How can this be?
Gonta frustrated and sad. Gonta no could protect Miu. He's all over the place right now. Oh man, he can't think at all when he's like this.
It's true!
But Gonta doesn't seem to be lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling us the truth. Well, I guess a big dumb like Gonta doesn't have the brains to lie in the first place.
Hey!
Don't talk about him like that.
I'm disappointed.
In you, Gonta. When I first met you, I thought you'd be more useful.
Sorry. Gonta, idiot.
Oh, come on. Gonta, you're...
Hey!
About that, then stop blaming yourself. Help us find the culprit. This is the culprit's fault anyway, so pull yourself together and help us, okay? Okay. Going to understand.
Gonta do his best.
Find culprit. Going to definitely do his best this time.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the spirit. Now Kokichi's encouraging him? I really don't know what Kokichi's thinking.
That's right.
Yuichi, I gotta explain. Just so you don't misunderstand.
Explain what? You're talking about how you locked out by yourself, right? Okay, let's hear it then.
What?
What? Where are you?
Yeah.
You're free to lie, of course. Exposing lies is the real pleasure of this game, after all.
Don't screw around.
Wait.
Hey!
Kaido, just ignore him and talk to me, okay?
I mean...
But the whole logging out thing, I don't really get it myself. When I was looking for the secret of the outside world on the rooftop, a circle lit up under me. I was suddenly sucked in, and before I knew it, I was logged out.
Something happened when I used the roof to log out. Used the phone to log out. How did that happen on the roof? What happened after you logged out?
So...
Everyone else was logged in, but I didn't know if it was okay for me to log back in. So I went to my room and slept. Since it was dawn, I was pretty tired.
And the body discovery announcement woke you?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I heard it and rushed back here.
Hey!
Remember what condition Miyu's body was in when you logged out?
My bad.
I didn't pay attention to that, so I don't know.
Was anything wrong? Like whether she was dead or not?
Like I said, I don't know.
Okay, sorry. So, I just need to object to the contradiction in that testimony, right?
Said I'm not lying. Tell him to, Shuichi.
Shuichi!
In order to find the truth, you can't be biased. Fuck are you up to, Kokichi? What is I gonna do? Oh, yeah. Check to make sure that the mic is actually getting picked up. Oops. Oh, we did this already. Didn't mean to do that. Monophony and Monotaro are still here.
Hey. Taro, what's going on with you? This place is upsetting my stomach. No, you're endangering our entire existence mascot characters.
Monotaro.
Bullshit. Maki was working on the computer. and moving the mouse around quickly. Rapidly. You know how to work that computer, Maki?
Nope.
No, not really. I never used this program before either. I see. I imagine it would be difficult to understand unless you were an expert.
Well...
I did find a text file regarding this program. Totally not a lie. It has info about the program's basic features, but other than that, there's not much. What did it say? You don't want to tell me, at least tell it to Shuichi. According to this text file, Killing Game Simulator uses a certain program as the base. Called the... Oh, hello! Isn't connected with the other two games, my ass. Alright. It's called New World Program.
Well...
But any damage inflicted on your avatar will be transferred to your body in the real world. Matches what Miyu told us.
That's true.
Avatar receives fatal damage, and your real body will die from shock.
Huh?
Shock? It's the first time we're hearing about this. Someone receives a fatal injury in the virtual world and they die in the real world. Your 5 senses are connected, so it makes sense you feel the same amount of pain.
Right?
It wouldn't be too surprising if you died from fatal injury.
Oh, man.
But the more important question is, why do Miyu keep such an important detail a secret? Is strange. I have no idea why she wouldn't mention an important detail. Did she hide that from us on purpose?
Well...
That's all it says about the virtual world's basic features. The rest of the virtual world is the same as the real world, including the laws of physics. Warps and special transportation, like mounts, do not exist.
I see.
You can only move around using your avatar.
How boring.
I believe that Kurumi was the best, but Maki is definitely a close second. And then Miyu is up there too. You should have added warps and mounts to the virtual world. That's all it says in the text file. Thank you, Maki. That was very helpful. Killing Game Simulator. But is the info in the text file correct?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Nuh-uh.
I'm not doubting you or anything, Maki, but I'm just saying the file could have been rewritten. Possible someone rewrote the original info with false info, you know.
But
To determine that, you would need extensive knowledge of computers.
It's my time to shine!
Hi, Monotaro.
huh?
What?
Stop it.
Don't get in our way. I won't get in the way. In fact, I want you to let me help with the investigation.
Hey,
Help with the investigation? Monotaro, what are you saying?
Hey!
Come on, please. Won't you let me help with the investigation? Ever since I forgot I'm bad with computers, I'm good with the computers now.
What are you talking about?
That logic doesn't make any sense.
no way!
Cat Monotaro. We're not allowed to help the participants. As mascots, we gotta stick to that rule.
I don't care!
I don't give a fuck about the rules. I want to help everyone. I want to avenge my dead mommy.
Huh?
Your mommy? You?
Not that!
Taro. Forgotten again. You've forgotten that she's not our mother.
I want you!
And you've forgotten about the important person you need to protect. Shut up, you pig. I'm busy avenging mommy's death. How sad, but it looks like this is goodbye. Love you, but there's someone I need to protect. Goodbye.
So long! Farewell!
Oh, she's a girl. It's fine. She's a female. Alrighty, then let's do this. Do what?
So what?
I don't care either way. If you want to help, then that's fine. True, I suppose, but
Thanks!
I'll do my best for mommy's sake.
No.
Wait, perhaps we should... He's doing his best for a dead mommy. I'm so touched.
Okay.
Alright, fine. I'll leave it to you then. I suppose I have no choice.
Alright!
I'll start analyzing the computer right away.
This stinky little computer is no match for my hands!
Yeah. His hands are going at such an intense speed that the friction is creating fire.
I've already analyzed a few things. Already? No, don't worry. Don't worry. She's a female. She has to have a bra on to let you know that she's female. Text file is consistent with the original program. It doesn't look like it was altered.
Yay!
Also, I found this too.
Is this...
It looks like the information of when everyone logged in and out.
Okay.
There's no sign that this was altered either. It's definitely accurate information.
Hey!
Did you show it to me? Alright. It really does have everyone's login and logout times recorded. Everybody logged in. Had to log out first. Kibo next. Himiko, Maki, Gonta, Tsumugi, Shuichi, and Kokichi. You didn't log out, which means she was killed in the game. So even if she was killed in real life, that would still log her out, right? She did not log out. Alright.
Well...
Aside from me, everyone has logged in and out once.
You're right.
And it would appear that no one secretly logged out and then logged back in. And my main concern becomes... Kaido. Logged out ahead of us. No, it couldn't be him. Also, there's something else I noticed while I was out analyzing the program.
So,
Looks like some parts of the program were rewritten.
Huh?
Programs been rewritten?
Oh.
Obviously, Miyu was the only person capable of doing that.
hey,
Which files did she rewrite and what she's changed?
okay.
I analyzed that, of course, but it's gonna take a little time.
Yeah.
As long as it's done by the class trial, then Shuichi will be able to avenge Miyu. Just saying whatever he pleases.
All right.
And I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. You're so reliable.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm way more than you. Okay, Monotaro's analyzing. So what's your angle, Kokichi? It's a good game. It's sad, but... You know, after playing it for a while, you kind of get numb to the feeling. Mostly. Especially if all of your favorite characters are just taken out one by one by one by one. I believe Monotaro is on our side now. All this for his recently deceased mommy. I'm so touched I can't stop crying. Monocubs loved her so much. I'll never forgive the culprit who killed Miyu. Oh my god, Kokichi. Nobody believes you. You feel no pain? I've been wondering. What was the secret of the outside world that we were searching for anyway? It's true, we got sidetracked by Miyu's murder case. We never discovered what the secret actually was. We couldn't find anything at the chapel, and you found nothing at the mansion, right?
Okay.
No, Tsumugi and I didn't find anything.
My bad.
I didn't find anything either. That's probably the same with Kaido and Gonta, right? Too, right?
Right?
Knowing them, if they had found something, they would have told us right away.
Yeah.
Yes, they would have. Unlike you.
Whoa.
Wow, Shuichi, did you hear that? The robot's being sassy with me.
That's so mean.
Did you know, robots don't need warm blood to function, so they become cold like this. That's why he's more concerned about the secret of the outside world than poor Miyu. He told us he couldn't cry even if he wanted to. He went so far to stage his dramatic reaction.
That's wrong.
Who are you saying liar to? That's not true. I'm hoping we can discover the truth too.
Oh.
Pretty advanced robot. Maybe you can be sus and make excuses.
Like I thought.
It ended up like this after all. I have a bad feeling. Ever since I saw Miyu from the dining room window. You thought you saw Miyu?
Ah,
Yeah, I told Shuichi about it. The left one. Oh, you're talking about Kokichi. Yeah, he's a compulsive liar. Oh, glad you picked up on that right away. Oh, then you saw Miyu. So you saw Miyu then.
No, that must be mistaken, and since she should have been by the chapel.
You're only saying you were mistaken, so you don't have to feel as guilty.
What?
Huh?
Because...
If you had been positive it was Miyu, then you could have done something sooner. You could have prevented her death, you know.
That...
Hey!
That's just speculation, Kokichi. You can't judge in hindsight.
My bad.
Oh, we went a little off topic there. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. What did you do after you thought you saw Miyu? Even from the beginning. Even from the beginning.
I thought I was mistaken, but it really bothered me, so... About 10 minutes later, I told Shuichi, and when we were talking about it...
We heard that loud boom. Bang.
We had a noise and rushed into the entrance hall.
Keyboy's voice, huh? Wasn't he at the chapel?
Okay.
He was, but Tsumugi and I are positive it was his voice. We heard Kibo shout from the entrance hall when he should have been at the chapel. 15 you can spell. Alright. Can't spell. Okay. What? That's weird, because you should have been able to hear anything between the chapel and the mansion. Even Miyu said that. Or shouldn't have.
I see.
The sound shouldn't reach to the map loading point. How did we hear Kibo's voice? I wouldn't be able to hear Kibo at the mansion if he was at the chapel.
Maybe someone's lying.
What?
Lying?
Hey!
By the way, Kokichi, did you hear the loud noise or Kibo's voice at all? I'm not sure. I must have not noticed it because I was too busy searching. Lied to his face. Kaido?
Hey!
Kaido, you keep interrupting me when I talk. Do you like me or something?
Don't screw around.
Hello, Gun Zoro. How are you? I'm just gonna call you Zoro. Who would like you, dumbass? I was interested in Shuichi's conversation. My conversation?
Ah.
You heard Kibo's voice when it should have been impossible. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, what I said before was pretty much everything.
Kibo is the robot.
After that, we headed to the chapel to see what happens.
We saw Gonta as we left the mansion, and the three of us went to the river together. That's when we met up with Kokichi.
Yeah.
And we used the signboard that I found as a bridge. What about it, though? Did you notice anything? It was not.
But...
I see you working hard. Looks like you're starting to take this game seriously, Kaido. Mugi's accounts. And the loud noise. This is Kibo. This one right here. Ultimate robot. Alright, time to investigate the body. His hands were clasped around her neck as she were gasping for air. Her eyes wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a bit. Wow, that's one grody face. Miyu must have suffered a lot. A vulgar death fit for a vulgar bitch.
Hey!
Stop, Kokichi. Even if you're joking, that's too far.
It's nothing.
You're right. We should never speak ill of the dead, no matter how much you hated them.
Right?
Even if she was a despised, pathetic, dirty toilet of a person. So I'll never get Kokichi to change. But what caused Miyu's death? It doesn't say in the Monokuma file. May I? I want to let you know in case it turned out to be a clue.
By the way...
I was the first to log out and find Miyu's body. She was still wearing her helmet, and her body was contorting in this awful position. Maki logged out after I did. She helped me take Miyu's helmet off. And then she was gone.
Hey!
Is that a confession? How is that a confession? Anyway, the question is what caused her the cause of death. What caused her to suffer like this? Corpse has been added. Wow, we don't get to investigate the corpse?
Hey!
Are you done investigating the crime scene? Do you know who the culprit is yet?
No.
No, this might not actually be the crime scene. Yes, injuries in the virtual world could be fatal in the real world. I mean, there's a possibility that she was killed in the virtual world. Means the next area to investigate should be...
Oh, I see.
the virtual world. We should go there again.
Huh? See?
I just read your mind, didn't I? I did, right?
Got it.
That's the case, and I'm coming too.
Oh?
Oh great, he's coming. You must really like me, huh? She's so annoying, yet can be right sometimes, but I want him to die. Like, out of all the characters, I want him to die.
Say whatever you want, I have no time to waste on you.
Yeah.
If we go back to the virtual world, we might find some new clues. Those that might be able to clear my name.
May I join you as well? I also think we should investigate the virtual world again.
Alright.
Why don't we all go?
Ah!
So you get to be that avatar again?
What?
You actually like the avatar after all?
Well...
I'm going to stay. He's still in the middle of analyzing the program.
Going to search this place some more.
No time to be sleeping. That's not what we're... well, that's fine. Then I'll stay here too.
Huh?
What? Surprised? Are you gonna get lonely without your partner?
My bad.
But I'm too busy, you know. I have to watch Maki in case she tries to do anything deceitful. Deceitful?
See?
Well, you and Kaido are pretty close, so you might do something deceitful for him, right?
Thank goodness.
Thing Gonta's here with me. Your glare is too scary to handle alone. Gonta would risk his life to protect me from a murderer.
Keep saying messed up crap like that, I'm gonna kick your ass into orbit.
All right already.
It's fine. Just ignore him and hurry to the virtual world.
Okay.
Kaido, let's focus on solving the case for now. Fine.
Thank goodness.
I don't like violence. The ultimate supreme leader would rather sneak around.
So that
Yeah, I
means-
agree. Anyway, I'll leave the virtual world to you, Shuichi.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating when I say this class trial can only be solved by you, okay? Your talent can save the useless people here, you know?
You call him useless.
Told you.
Enough already. Kaido, let's go. Kaido, Kibo, Himiko, Samugi, and I prepared to enter the virtual world. Different helmets, once again. Our helmets once again, sitting in the same seats as before.
So the red cord goes in the right side and the blue cord in the left, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right is the hand I hold my chopsticks with. I gotta be sure to get it right.
If you're that worried, why don't you use one that's already set up?
Place the devices on our heads. Flip the switch. Alright, going back into that world. Welcome to the Neo World program. I didn't see the connection before because I didn't see the end of 2 when I played this.
Great, huh?
My avatar. Look, my avatar. So you liked it after all.
You know,
So we're back here.
100%.
Apparently we arrive in this room. We always arrive in this room when we log in. You said that logging in and out isn't possible unless we're in this room.
huh?
And how did I get logged out when I was at the rooftop?
Okay.
Yes, we need to investigate that area too.
What should we do?
We're going to check Miu's avatar, right?
That's right.
I think her avatar is still near the chapel. Let's head to the chapel. Need to investigate this room. I guess there's nothing to investigate. Check the map before heading into the chapel. Why? Mia's avatar should still be on the side of the chapel. Let's head to the chapel right away. Before that, let's check the map. It's only our second time here.
For now.
Before we proceed to we can confirm. Everybody's just gonna tell me to check the map, right?
I mean,
I like this body, not as much as Himiko likes hers though.
What?
Like these disappointing graphics?
you know,
They're not that disappointing, you know. They're kinda stylish. I like them.
Actually,
I know, right there. Wait, that was a compliment.
thinking about it for a while, but Kokichi and Kaido don't get along. I trust you to help out Kaido. Good luck with Maki.
Maps on the wall. One. Kitchen, bathroom, dining room, and hallway. Main hall. I put the entire virtual world surrounded by walls. Loading point in the middle. This map was made by Miu. Is that what's bothering me?
Hey, Shuichi.
I understand. Looking at maps makes you feel calm, doesn't it?
Huh?
Huh? You're the type of kid who stares at maps alone instead of playing at recess, aren't you?
No.
I never did anything like that.
Shuichi!
Forget we're here for you, bro.
Indeed.
You're not alone anymore.
That's fine.
You need to withdraw into a show, you know.
I'm so proud of you. You made friends with real people, not maps.
That's wrong.
I'm investigating! Just investigating. Oh, it's not gonna let us explore anywhere else. Fine. Hi, Kibo. And hi, Kibo. Oh, Shuichi, could you please come with
What
me?
happened?
What happened? I found something strange. I don't know if it's relevant to the case, but I want to hear your opinion regardless. It's right this way. It's toilet paper? Why would it be in a place like this?
That's right.
It's cold here.
Huh? Which means...
My initial thought was someone may have come here to defecate. I don't think that's it. I don't think avatars have bowel movements. I don't have to go at all.
Huh?
I didn't realize that. It never occurred to me, as I do not need to expel solid waste in the real world. I'm sorry.
Ah!
Wait!
But...
So strange. Why would there be toilet paper in the first place? Could this be related? I don't like this place.
My apologies.
I apologize for earlier. I need to apologize. Not quite certain why he's apologizing anyway.
Oh my.
I knew it was going to be like this, but it's cold.
It's snowing this much, any clues might get married. Maybe that's what the culprit wanted.
Why is the bridge here?
Oh right, he wasn't here when we replaced the bridge.
Hey, so
Isn't this signboard that Miu threw into the river?
you know,
It's not some other signboard, right? She only said there's one of them.
No.
It's definitely the same. I brought back the one that was stuck on the rocks in the river.
Ah!
So that's what happened.
But...
Something's still bothering me. The rocks that the signboard got caught on went on the chapel side of the map. They were on the mansion side. What about that bothers you? It got washed from the chapel to the mansion, right? The chapel to the mansion? That's odd. Flow of the river.
Shuichi!
Hey, think later, bro. Let's get moving.
Wait. Excuse me. For now, we need to investigate the crime scene.
As I thought.
The scene of the crime has not been altered since I found her.
So,
There's no possibility that someone tried to tamper with the crime scene afterward.
That's for sure. It's just how we left it. Pretty confident in my memory. I memorized a magic spell that would take a whole year just to chant.
What?
think I'm lying, I could start the chant right now, you know.
Unfortunately.
Thank you. I do not think I could wait a whole year. Logged out avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains unchanged.
Actually,
Look at all this stuff scattered around. What happened here?
Jeez.
Well, we're gonna start investigating right now, isn't that right, Shuichi?
Okay.
Right.
Shuichi!
Let's get pumped and investigate. If we can find a new clue here, we can clear my name. I'm gonna give it my all, but not because I don't trust you or anything like that. Instead of hearing that crap Kokichi said, so man, I can't stay quiet.
like I thought.
You can't leave footprints in the snow, so it's probably not a clue.
Hey!
Miko, could you tell me about when you found Miyu one more time? We were looking for the secret, but Miyu volunteered to check outside the chapel, so she was separated from us. While she started circling her alert outside, something must have hit the chapel. He hit the chapel wall. We all rushed outside to check the side of the chapel, and we found Miyu's avatar. Then we all tried to go to the mansion to log out and check Miyu's real body. Next to the river, the bridge was gone. Then we were standing around wondering what to do. You guys showed up.
Thank you.
Thank you, I got it. That's too easy. What's wrong, Kibo? Is something bothering you?
Well...
I just remembered something. I think the whispering I overheard might be relevant to this case. Whispering?
Yes.
I do not intend to eavesdrop, but I did hear it. Right before we gathered at the chapel and dispersed the searching. Oh, that whispering. It seemed Kokichi and Miyu had made plans to meet each other.
Huh?
Meet each other?
Yes.
Kokichi was confirming the specific place they were supposed to meet. I didn't hear the whole conversation, but I'm certain the rooftop was mentioned.
Then...
That on the rooftop?
Well...
But it's strange, right? If they were planning on meeting on the mansion's rooftop, why didn't Miyu volunteer to search the area around the chapel?
You're right.
That is true. If they were meeting on the roof, then she would have wanted to search the mansion. Either way, she shouldn't have been able to get to the rooftop. She was searching the area around the chapel, which is where we found her avatar. No bridge to cross the river, she could not have gone from the chapel to the mansion. It's true, so think about what is strange about all this. This is a hammer. Why would there be a hammer in this world? She said she took out everything that could be used as a weapon. You said she deleted dangerous objects. I can't imagine she missed a hammer. Is me lying? But why would she lie? Is this a cell phone? There's cell phones in this world? But what could they be for?
No.
That's it. It's a phone, so...
Cell phone, I can't believe there's something like this here.
I know, perfect timing. I'd like you to help me out with something. I just want to test something out.
Come on, man.
Help you out.
Of course.
Of course, I never say no to a favor from my sidekick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaido.
You know,
What do you need me to do?
Is that alright?
You don't have to do anything, you just have to stand here.
Just gotta stand here?
Kaido Momoda.
I knew it.
Logged out. Just as I thought. Used to log out. It's like the phone in the salon. And this proves it doesn't have to be the person themselves. If you just say their name, you can log out anytime anyone you like. I see. Thanks to Kaido's help, I'm starting to pin this down. I figured something like that happened. Kaido was pretty surprised when he logged out all of a sudden. Apologize for that later. Is this a piece of lattice? Why is this here? It is a mysterious object. It's a wooden mat. It used to be common in bathrooms.
Yeah?
I didn't see anything like it at the chapel. Where did it come from? Not from the chapel. Then why is it here? I just figured it out with my magic. Good?
I see.
Maybe someone used that instead of the signboard across the river. But someone is the culprit.
No.
I don't think so. The river's current is pretty fast. Even if you did use it to cross, there'd be no reason it would be here. I know that. I was just testing you a little. Why would you want to test me? What does this mean? What's something like this doing here? I'm not positive why this lattice is left here, but I'm sure it must have something to do with the case.
I knew it.
The Avatar is frozen and collapsed in the snow. The logged out Avatar disappears, but if the real body dies, the Avatar remains. Makes sense for a killing game simulator. If the body disappears, we couldn't investigate. The Avatars never show injuries, so they stay the same. She almost looks alive.
But
Her face is so pretty here, isn't it? It's hard to believe she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Avatar has been added. Okay, I finished my investigation of this area.
Shuichi!
It would seem that we've finished investigating this place.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, there's something I wanted to ask. Do avatars hide objects? Seems you can pull stuff, put stuff in your clothes. In your clothes here too, just like the real world. See, the real world. What are we gonna do? We're going back to the real world already? Before that, there's one place I have to investigate. Mansion rooftop.
As I thought.
Very well then. The place Miyu and Kokichi were supposed to meet. The place Kaido logged out. Positive it has something to do with this case. There should be clues there. I don't really get it, but if you want to investigate, then let's go do that, Shuichi. You're right. Shuichi, everyone is counting on you, including myself.
Shuichi!
Please give the class trial everything you've got and see it through to the end. I'll do my best as well. Of course. And I as well. I can at least do that. I'm a detective after all. Alright, fine. Away we go! Back to the mansion's rooftop.
Shuichi!
What was that all about?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to see if I could log you up by using the cell phone.
Jeez.
Tell me first, that was bad for my heart. Something got logged out. I panicked and rushed back here.
Okay.
Sorry.
stop it.
No, that's enough. Don't interfere with the investigation.
No.
I wasn't interfering. Wait, did you guys come back? Why did you guys come back here? Did you already finish investigating?
I want to investigate the rooftop next.
What's so important about the rooftop? Wasn't you at the chapel the whole time? We found her on the ground next to it.
Oh, now let's believe in Shuichi's reasoning.
It'll be okay.
Shuichi can do it for sure. He's the ultimate detective after all.
You're gonna be like that, then do what you want. Investigate the rooftop or whatever. Shuichi's my sidekick. In other words, his deductions are my deductions. My deductions are his.
Hey now!
You some credit-stealing bully?
I mean,
I'm gonna investigate Mew's avatar since it got interrupted last
Sorry.
time. Sorry.
Well then.
Let's go to the rooftop. Yeah, we should. Alright then. Me and Kokichi were supposed to meet on this very rooftop. The person in charge of searching this area, Kaido, was forcibly logged out.
That's true.
This area must have something to do with the case. I see.
Hey!
What's wrong, Samugi? Look at the doorknob. It's locked.
Ah!
It is. It's a thumb-turn lock. Easy to lock. It seems you can't lock it unless you're on the outside. The keyhole is on this side of the door. Isn't it usually the other way around?
No.
Not necessarily. I've seen this before. To prevent you from locking yourself out.
I see.
That's so. The rooftop has a lock on the door. That is important information. Evo, did you find anything? This is difficult. There's nothing here that seems to resemble a clue. You should have arranged to meet with Kokichi here. I thought we could at least confirm whether or not she really came to the rooftop. Unfortunately, there are no clues which indicate that. Have you ever come to the roof? That is an important question. Hey, Kipo, I want your opinion on something. Do you think you could get up and down from this roof from the outside of the mansion?
Well...
No, that would have been very difficult. This rooftop is rather high. The edge of the roof is roughly the height of a 3 to 4 story building.
You're right.
Yeah, it certainly is too high to jump.
As I thought.
Which means it would have been impossible to climb up from the outside. That means the only way to this rooftop is the stairs. What's wrong, Himiko?
Okay.
When murders happen in a mansion in snow like this, there are always locked room mysteries created by piled up snow. Is that right? It's disappointing that you can't leave footprints on the snow in this world. That's something to be disappointed about. Storage room. A little different than how I remember. Feels as if something's missing. I wasn't paying close attention the first time, so I don't remember. I don't remember either. Might not be directly connected to the case, but I should inspect these binoculars. I can see that this building is on top of a hill. I can't see past this point because it's the map loading point. But that is strange. Why would the map loading point be right in the middle of the world? It doesn't seem right. Look at everything here. All that's left now is... Maki? Oh, there you are. I was looking for you.
Huh?
Maki, why are you here? I thought you were analyzing the program.
I told you.
Amataro finished analyzing the program, so he told me to gather everyone. You finished?
Shuichi!
Should probably head back then. Our investigation is pretty much done, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I've investigated everything I need to.
Shuichi!
Well then, we'll head back first. I don't wanna say goodbye to my avatar.
Did you like it that much?
Then...
We should go too.
Hey!
What's wrong?
You.
You're definitely more reliable in a class child than out. All the others think so too.
Huh?
What?
Well...
I'm not trying to sound like Kaido, but I don't think you should carry all the burden alone. Shuichi Saihara, before you're a detective, don't ever forget that. Oh, I shouldn't be talking. I threw away my identity as Maki Harukawa to be an assassin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maki. You can consider it just now? Alright, well, let's log out. Just you and me. We should log out too.
By the way...
Something happened between you and Kaido.
Huh?
What?
Well...
When he logged out a little while ago, he looked like he was in a bad mood.
Sorry.
Sorry, that was probably my fault.
Well...
I don't know what happened between you and Kaido, but... The idiot is simple. I'm sure he'd forgive you if you just apologized. Someone already died. That's why we're investigating. Well, then again, they wouldn't have 2 double murders. Ah. Pulled the device off my head and the real world appeared before me.
Shuichi!
Well, Shuichi, is the real world way better than some virtual reality? Anyway, I felt lonely without you. Apologize to me for making you feel unloved.
Hey!
Something I wanted to ask you. I totally didn't draw anything on your tummy while you were logged in, okay?
Huh?
What?
It's a lie.
I'm kidding. So what did you want to ask?
Is that alright?
You wanted to meet you on the roof, right? Did you end up meeting her? Oh, so you know about that, Shuichi. Impressive, Mr. Ultimate Detective.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened. I never met up with Miyu. I couldn't get to the rooftop because it was locked.
Huh?
Locked? After, I gave up and went back to the salon to search for the secret of the outside world. Is that true, Kokichi? Are you doubting me?
That's
someone verified that you were at the salon the entire time? Did you meet anyone there? I don't have a witness.
Right?
But you can also say there's no witness who could prove I wasn't there.
Hey!
Unless you saw the empty salon yourself.
Anyway,
Well, if it's up to you whether or not you want to believe me.
Shuichi!
But you shouldn't doubt me like that. We're partners. No, we are not. Which one is it? Did you with me or not? Lying or telling the truth? Which is it?
Well,
Ask Monotaro for the results of the analysis. I don't know the details yet either. Let's get goodbye to my avatar.
First you locked me out, now we got called by Monotaro because he needs to tell us something? I wasn't able to finish investigating Miyu's avatar again.
Hey!
What are we gonna do? I can't clear my name like this.
That's up to you whether or not you want to believe me. Okay. In the end, we never found where Monokuma hid the secret of the outside world. Seems like it wasn't in the chapel either. More importantly, we need to do something about Miyu's case. Speak to Kokichi about his meeting with Miyu.
Okay.
He said he didn't meet with Miyu. He claimed the rooftop was locked, so he couldn't enter. I see, but this Kokichi we're talking about, he could very well be lying. Okay, Gonta. There's no time for Gonta to be sleeping. How come no one wants to do investigation?
No can do that!
Not gentlemanly at all. I wasn't sleeping. Monotaro. I've been waiting for you, Shuichi. I'm sure Maki already told you, but I finally finished analyzing the program.
Okay.
I'm starting to put a lot together a lot of important facts, so here they are. He really is trying to be our friend. A little bit, at least.
So,
The first person who tampered with this program was Mommy, like we suspected. Mommy had an eccentric way of writing her code, so I knew it was her right away. Just her personality wasn't the only eccentric thing about her.
got a minute?
So what did she tamper with? A few things, but I'll share the first one with you.
so,
Looks like Mommy deleted a lot of objects from this killing game simulator. She said that she deleted anything that could be used as a weapon. In that case, why is there a hammer?
okay.
That's true. Only the hammer was left, but why was it left, Well, the way the program was written made it seem like she did it on purpose. Purpose?
Then,
Did she add anything? We found a cell phone in the virtual world. No, that cell phone was an original program of the feature of the program. It implies Miyu hid the fact from us, which means... all Mommy added were the two maps. The rest were already part of the program.
by the way,
While we're talking about objects, I wanted to ask you something. We used the signboard across the river, but could we have used anything else as a bridge? I didn't really see anything that could be used as a bridge across the river. Only that signboard could have been used as a bridge. You know, what's the next thing she can't tamper with?
Okie dokie.
Looks like she also tampered with certain parameters of the program. Parameters? Everything in that program is categorized as a human or a non-human object. Of course, everyone's avatar was assigned the human parameter.
Really?
For some reason, Mommy gave her avatar the non-human object parameter.
that's...
What happens when you become an object? The difference is for identification purposes, so it probably didn't affect anything.
Well,
If it didn't affect anything, then why would she have gone out of her way to do that? Perhaps she has something to do with the next thing she tampered with.
So,
Mommy added a wall that originally didn't exist in the program. Coordinates of the virtual world are represented on an x-axis and a y-axis. It seems Mommy added a wall that runs down the length of the y-axis. She created an additional wall? There were walls in all four directions and two down the y-axis. You're positive there was only one.
Okay.
It's definitely the only one. What does that mean? Which wall was the one you added? What was the originally? I mean, you said there wasn't anything past the wall. Was that another lie? It looks like the extra wall hat was given a special setting. A setting that allows non-human objects to pass through it. That's how she could get to the chapel. Okay. Allows objects through.
I see.
It's very interesting.
Hey.
So are these things she tampered with? There's one more thing. One of you guys had a strange setting given to the avatar. A strange setting?
Okay.
Yeah, the setting made it so they wouldn't be able to move if Barbie touched them.
Then
When you touched them, their avatar would be paralyzed?
Hey,
Who was it?
Oh.
It was Kokichi. It was me. I didn't know that. What, duh. I wouldn't know. I never touched Miyu in that world. I see. I didn't even notice.
Okie dokie.
That's all I have to report. Well, do you think it'll help you guys out?
okay.
That helps out a lot. Thanks. Avatar has been updated. Wall added by Miyu. And the setting on Kokichi's avatar. Should probably tell you this too, though it's probably not related to the case.
So.
Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. Error? Consequences of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. Something strange definitely all happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in.
well,
I don't think anyone's avatar was acting strange though. What error could it be? That's important information. There it is. Trial time.
Okay, everyone. Time for the class trial. You know, that thing where everyone stands in a circle and talks about the dead body. Low energy? Me? No, I'm excited. Really. I'm just taking a little break right now. When I'm done, I'll be my usual energized self. Yep, I'll be way more energized. Anyway, that's all.
Seem like you're not into it at all. We don't have to do the class trial now. But it's going to start, huh? We no can stop it anymore.
You're right.
No, we can't.
So.
That's all I can tell you guys, but I don't want any of you to forget. I'm your friend.
What?
You just decided we're friends?
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't you feel relieved? Don't worry, Monotara. Shuichi will get revenge for Miyu's death.
That's so mean.
He'll get that revenge by finding the culprit among us. He's right. The culprit is someone here.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. When this class trial is over, I hope we can all get to know each other better. Kind of line that triggers a death flag.
Okay.
I want a fresh start. I want to make up for all my past mistakes. That too. Meeting you all has really...
Sorry.
It's nothing. I'll save it for after the class trial is finished. The flag is rising. What was that? I think I heard something over there.
All
I'm
right.
gonna check it all by myself.
So long. Farewell.
Well, Monotaro's dead.
what did you say?
Waving in the wind.
Stupid.
It's screwing around. Let's hurry up and go.
Going to do his best.
Going to do his best to be even a little bit useful for everyone.
Wow.
So excited. I'll definitely expose the culprit this time. So exciting about this. Conflicting emotions in our heart. We headed to the Shrine of Judgment. Bye, Miyu. do but to head on over to the last trial. I didn't notice the symbol for the Ultimate Assassin slab changed. I know we're gonna save soon, but just in case, we did do that entire investigation after all. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. That's everyone. That's everyone, huh? There are a lot less of us now.
It's plain to see.
It makes you really think on who you can trust and who not to trust. Yeah. You gotta pick your friends wisely.
This is just half of what we started with.
Unfortunately.
Because we've allowed the game to continue, we must stop it somehow.
Right?
Can't stop it now. We can't let the fun end.
Don't.
Cut it out. I'm certain this trial will be the last one.
Hey.
Let's focus on surviving the class trial.
You're right. If we mess up here, our numbers will go down even quicker. It'll just be the culprit left.
That might be okay. That just might be another way to start the killing game. If you all died, then this killing game would end. Kokichi, I really want to put you in the face. Don't say stupid crap like that. It's pointless if we all die. We don't have to worry. We've got the ultimate detective on our side.
You're right.
Yeah, they're just trapped in this world. It's not a game world. It's just the world. It's like a giant cage that they're trapped in, actually.
It's time for the detective to shine. Shuichi, please keep up the good work.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do my best. Yes, I have to keep it together. It's the only time my talent can shine. I'm not just saving my life. Everyone's life is on the line. Can't find the truth here, everyone will be sacrificed. I will never let that happen.
Come on, man.
Shuichi, you're getting all tense.
Huh?
What?
I mean,
Didn't I tell you before? Shuichi, don't carry all the burden all...
You get it?
Didn't I tell you not to let get in the way, Kaido?
huh?
What's your problem?
You really don't get it.
We're all relying on Shuichi to get our asses to this class trial, okay? You let the parrot repeating the same lines over and over. You're bothering him.
Well, you know.
It's the most annoying thing you can do to Shuichi, you know that?
Huh?
I'm not... Kokichi, you're annoying.
Please don't.
Oh, Killer Girl's glaring at me. I was only kidding around. Glare seemed to do the trick, as Kokichi turned around, dejected.
Jeez.
Finally, the pest is gone.
Thanks, Makiro. Just suck it up, Kaido. Now's not the time to be bickering with each other.
Got it.
My bad. Sorry.
Kaido, I'm okay.
Well.
I know what you want to say, Kaido. You don't have to worry.
I believe in you.
I see. In that case, I'll believe you and won't say anything else.
Shuichi!
If you have any problems, let me know. I'll help you out. I'm here for you, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaido.
Going to do his best.
Going to not really understand what happened, but going to try really hard to be useful this time.
Hey!
This this time will really be the end. If not...
I believe in you.
I believe in you won't say anything
Shuichi.
else. If you have any problems, let me know. I'll help you.
You.
Get right. Who you are. Make sure you never forget that.
I don't like this.
That's so mean.
Must have rushed Shuichi. That obnoxious guy is always
Shuichi!
bothering you. But if you need my help, call me. I'll shut him up, even if he gets in your way. Miu certainly wasn't perfect, but that doesn't mean she deserved to be killed. No one deserves what happened to her. Not a single person.
Hey, Shuichi.
We'll be depending on you this time too, Mr. Ultimate Detective.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got into the elevator. Door shut behind us.
All those times before we descended. Dead quiet. The only sound I could hear was the beating of my own heart in my ears. My body was trembling. The more I tried to control it, the worse it got. No way to get used to it, really. Fear of death. We were all fighting it, trying to be courageous. We all felt as though we were going to our own execution. No, not an execution. A test of our will to survive. Finally, the elevator stopped and the doors opened. Though I couldn't explain it, my body stopped trembling.
Welcome!
Go ahead and stand behind any open podium. Move your asses. I don't want to see what I'll you don't want to see what I'll do to you if you keep bother waiting.
Wait, is he back to normal?
Why? Huh? You're not friend anymore.
You just must feel pretty slick using Monotaro's forgetfulness to befriend him.
Decided on its own that we were friends.
Bastards!
Won't let you guys trick Monotaro anymore, because he's already forgotten. Forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. And now he's forgotten that he had forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. It's me because I smacked the stuffing out of him.
Not confusing. Well, whatever.
Really?
Can't remember, but one of you guys is the culprit, right? Can't be in the same room as a killer. It's dangerous. I'm gonna go lock myself in my room. Maybe even set up a barricade. That's another death flag.
Anyway.
Let's get started. The heart-racing excitement is to blacken the spotless face off. We went to our podiums as always. You know what we had to do? There's no protest left in us. It's already the fourth time. The fourth class trial was about to begin. Iruma, the ultimate inventor. She may have given us a lot of trouble, but we all miss her. Tragedy, after all. She helped me and Kaede with those cameras, gave Kibo extra functions. In the end, she had done a lot for us. The culprit that killed her. One of us. We need to discover who that is. survive, I have to find the culprit. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Let's do it. The 4th class trial underway. Students enter a virtual world to try to find the truth of the outside world. But somehow Miyu is killed. God, any slower now. The trial blends a virtual world with the real one. A world. Alright. Get any more skills? He's very excitable for this class trial. Good. This amount of influence recovered by right answers. Makes the reticle shake less. Upshift. It increases the speed of the reticle. Virtual liberation. The focus drains slower. Illusion. Slowly recovers the influence gained while concentrating. And okay. First strike. That's what we take out. Mines. Of life and death. Safety first. The time penalty for breaking a non-erasable piece. Triple X-ray goggles. Oh, we just have that. Okay. I'll just take that. Alright. I will take the... I'll take the charisma. And the upshift. Alright. Let's take a look at the truth bullets this time. With quite a bit of them as usual. Monokuma File 4. The victim is Miyu Aruma. Body was found in the computer room. Estimated time of death is 6:30 a.m. No injuries can be found visible on the body. Small bottle of poison. It's extremely lethal, even just a drop, but will become neutralized if mixed with something. Causes hemorrhaging, making the victim's eyes bloodshot. Right. Red cord for consciousness, blue cord for memory. Blue cord in the right, red cord in the left, I think. Some kind of glitch might occur. Chapel, we saw this many times. Miko, Maki, and Kiba were searching inside the chapel. Volunteered to search outside of the chapel, and they heard a loud sound, and they found the avatar dead. Kaido was logged out unintentionally. We now know is because of the cell phone. Logged out against his will. And then he went back to sleep. It's a killing game simulator. Objects can't break. Avatars can't be injured, but the 5 senses are connected, and if the avatar takes a lethal blow, the real body will die. Besides that, everything else is the same. No bullet points or vehicles. Episode of Miyu, everyone died out, logged in and logged out each once. Everybody, so at 11:02, 3, 4, and 6, everybody logged in. 5:17, Kaido was logged out, and 6:55 through 7 o'clock, everybody else logged out. And Kiba was the first one that logged out. Miyu's account, she saw Miyu's avatar through the window. And while they were talking, they heard a crash. Afterwards, they went into the main entrance hall and heard Kiba's voice. Is grasping at her neck. That was her eyes open in an expression of agony. Mansion. Okay. So, in our case, Kokichi searched the salon, Kaido searched the roof, and Samugi searched the dining room, and I searched the kitchen. Goto was outside the mansion. Walls on 4 sides, and two walls along the y-axis. I have a feeling I know what the wall that she messed with. And in the middle, there's a loading point. No sound or sight can go through it. Sign used the bridge. It was stuck to the rocks later by the mansion, even though the river's flow goes in the opposite direction. Miu and Kokichi were supposed to meet up, but Kokichi could not get onto the roof because it was locked. It was a hammer, the only dangerous weapon that was left. The cell phone can be used to log everybody out. The lattice. Not seen in the chapel, it was a mat. It was supposed to be in the mansion, if anything else, because that was the thing with the bathroom. Frozen and collapse. If the real body dies, the avatar stays. It can not be injured. Game was the only one set to object. Added along the y-axis. Use avatar. Oh, right, this one. Avatar had a special setting where if he was touched by Miu, he would be paralyzed. Everybody logged in the first time. There was an error occur with one body, with one avatar. That's a lot. I'm gonna save one last time. And we will be on our way. Let's begin the class trial. My phone is gonna go over the class trial again.
Now then, let's begin with the babe. Screw it. This is tiresome.
Okay.
You need more motivation.
I do. I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
Oh, why is Makuma all?
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
Huh? You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened, as long as one of them is correct. That's fine.
What?
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
Hey.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth. Got it? We can't die here!
Oh my! Himiko has become so determined! It's true! People really do change!
Promise.
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Corrupt him.
Kaito's the culprit!
What? Say that to my face!
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right?
Right.
You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
I don't think so, because the helmet was still on her body.
You're right. Kaito
And
couldn't
since
have
there,
killed
and
Miu.
since the only other way was poison,
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know.
and there was no
We
markings
already
on the
saw
outside
that
of the
a bunch
body.
of times. so many times. Since Kaede.
Kichi, I swear to God. Kichi? The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. He's not the culprit. He can't be. Alright. Start this. Need the cell phone. Let's just get this out of the way. The cell phone.
Kaito logged out first by himself.
Might be the Monokuma file then.
Still logged in though.
This is true.
That's when he poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Culprit? Impossible!
Alright, hold on.
Oh no!
Kaito logged out first by himself.
Bottle poison, killing game simulator.
Still logged in though.
Camera.
That's when he poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it! I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
It's true.
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
Oh.
What do you mean, last words?
So we need to decide if Mew killed in the real world or the virtual world. That's where the problem
Kaito
lies.
logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in though.
Was.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Objects can't break. Stop that. Objects can't break. Avatars cannot be injured. 5 sensors connected. Avatars take 5 damage. No. Lives have mixed into anything, but it's still quite dangerous. Small amount will kill someone. Victim's eye shot. Eyes bloodshot. What else was there? It was Kaito's account. Back to his room and slept. What's there? The hammer. No. How about a poison? What else?
Of course it's impossible,
Simulator.
because I didn't do
Hammer,
it.
the Monokuma file, Kaito's count.
I mean, we found that bottle of poison on
Kokichi's seat, didn't we? The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. The diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito? Well, Kaito, any last words? What do you mean last words?
Kaito logged out first by himself. Mew was still logged in though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Oh shit. That's not. That was unintentional. Wait.
Mew
Okay.
wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it.
I'm gonna call that a happy accident. I accidentally switched around.
Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Eyes were not bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body. That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
Diversion?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
Think of strangulation. Right. It'll be the hammer, right?
I was wrong!
Hey, no. What was the cause of death? Wait. I actually don't know. What the hell? Pick something. Jeff wasn't looking in the real world. Okay. Really? Wow, alright. Device instructions, events at the chapel.
This is it!
Really? The simulator? Really? The simulator?
Mew's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself.
God damn it.
In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock.
Again.
That was made clear in the program's text file.
Mew received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
Damage?
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
It seems like Gonta is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Tsumugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Mew.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation? That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
Really, Kokichi?
That was uncalled for.
It really was.
Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Let's begin then.
Thank you. The fatal damage that Mew received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down. The argument? Yep. Hammer.
In the virtual world, Mew was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whatever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Nope.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
I thought it was strangulation too, but there's nothing there.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Yes?
Could she have drowned?
She couldn't have drowned.
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured.
Oh, the corpse.
So let's...
I got it. Alright. Yeah, I'm just overthinking this stuff. Hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Nope.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation.
I agree.
Oh, come on, no V consent. Yeah, it was definitely strangulation.
Miu's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at. Good.
It was definitely strangled, but...
Right.
No, it was definitely strangulation. I just don't know what did it, because nothing was around her body that could have
if her
done something like that.
Pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Miu was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison.
It could have been, because
so
it doesn't break, right? So it could have been used to strangle her.
Poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Miu was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Yeah.
Oh. The Assassin Master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
Oh, shut up, Kokichi.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world?
Yeah, let's go with that thought for now,
If
Kibo.
the avatars were equally strong, it would
Chat,
be difficult
Tibo.
to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Master, remember, no spoilers.
Oh, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
I understand that she was strangled, but just try not to give too much away.
Was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
For a rope, huh? I have an idea of what that might be. Now to turn the investigation.
This is it! During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion. I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
Okay, why are you arguing with me, Gonta?
What you mean, Shuichi?
Huh? What's wrong?
What's wrong? Shuichi's goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
Oh, he doesn't understand how the world works. Okay. This blade. Game simulator.
There's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy!
cut through your words.
Oh. Hi, the Avatar.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear.
Just as a reminder, I say this. This is trial number 4. I say this to everybody new. Just no spoilers. I'm doing this blind, so hints are okay, but don't go into spoiler territory, and just try to let me do the trial as best as I can.
Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Unbreakable? You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
Clear from the beginning that Gonta doesn't know much about the killing simulator and how the virtual world works.
And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Wow. Shuichi really does have eyelashes. What the hell?
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
Oh my god, it really was, though.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
I don't think so. I meant to get rid of the evidence. They did a poor job of it. There's a much better place where they could have destroyed it. The river, right?
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
That was probably brought by her alone.
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
I brought the hammer. She was planning to kill Shuichi.
But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Or not Shuichi, Kokichi. Wait, we already know who brought that hammer. Are we gonna eat up?
That's it! Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Mew bring hammer?
Yep.
Remember what she told us?
She took everything out that could be used as a dangerous weapon.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
Huh?
But why she do that?
He was planning a murder. Not the hammer for sure, but what did she need it for? Triple X. Nice. Really nice, Monokuma.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer.
Okay.
What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Nope.
Uses for a hammer. Gonta, no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
Nope.
Probably just brought it for self-defense.
Nope.
Or she secretly met up with someone.
Bing!
And tried to kill them with it.
God damn it. I always get the...
You idiot! She was the victim!
Yeah, she was the victim.
Let's assume that you brought the hammer.
This one. That one is the button.
Uses for a hammer. Gonta, no! You gonna build stuff with hammer! She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone.
I agree.
Can't believe I'm actually agreeing with Kokichi, but... Yep. Oh, I'm sure he knows something.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Huh. Wait, so Miyu called Kokichi out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Kokichi's already figured it out. He's planning to kill him.
That's it. She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Everybody wants to kill Kokichi, it's fine.
Yep.
Well, maybe except
She plotted
Gonta.
to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
I know what her plan was. If I analyze the clues we figured out, I can figure out something. Let me guess. Psych taxi? Yep. Here we go. This one is... Tried to kill Kokichi. On, one more. Two. No, just one. Tried to kill Kokichi. Thinking time. Hey, Takami. How's it going? There was a car. Hi, Wolf Place. Anybody new just coming in? No spoilers, please. I'm doing this blind, and I would like to try to keep it that way for as long as possible. Don't be the one to break that. Where? Oh shit! The virtual world. Alright, I looked at the chat for 1 minute and I almost got the wrong answer. I guess it's either how or what she was going to do it. Oh no. I missed it. Downhill, no fair. Why was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? What? As a diversion, right? Divert attention. She put it there? You were in a Twitter war? What about?
It appears as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
I know, yeah, this game does get sad times Wolf plays, but I've become numb to it. Pretty much all of my favorite characters are dead, aside from
She did that too?
fucking
What? Miu was the one who put that poison bottle there?
Maki.
No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
Something kinda is weird about that. I didn't expect me to have put the bottle on there.
When could Miu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
She couldn't have.
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then Miu couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper.
No, it wasn't me, guys.
Poison is planting evidence. The question is when it was planted. Determine when, and most of it might determine who.
Put the poison there.
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
Didn't.
And then what? She logged back in?
Couldn't have.
Kokichi, weren't you in the...
Nope.
I didn't see that at all. If she hadn't logged in or out,
Then Miu couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged... Kaito.
He did though.
Damn it!
I mean, he was logged out, but he logged out nonetheless.
When could Miu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
Instead of me, who died before she could log out. Everyone logged in and out only once. Oh, you know what? She could have.
And then what? She logged back in?
She could have.
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon?
nope, I didn't see that at all. If she hadn't logged in or out,
Then Miu couldn't have placed
Yeah, she could have.
Wrong!
She logged in after everybody else.
It was Miu who planted the
Asking me a
poison on
question about a
Kokichi's
Pokemon that
chair.
was hacked. They left me banned until I publicly called them out.
She had plenty of time to do it. Here,
Jesus
take a look at this.
Christ. Your favorite character is Kaito? Okay, I could see that. Kibo, I still don't understand how
says that
Kokichi's
Miu
your
was the
favorite.
last of us to log
Unless you
in.
just like asshole characters.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, She would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right! She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat!
Yes, obviously, Keymaster, it's never that simple.
This was all part of Mew's plan.
I go in with the
she tried to kill
idea
me in the
that it was that is complicated.
Make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
You do like that, so okay. Well, then it all makes sense.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
She did manually log him out.
She did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that.
Because like Komeda. I don't think he's like Komeda at all. I guess he is. But the funny thing is, I like Komeda. I don't like Kokichi, even though they're kind of one and the same. The thing I was somewhat paying attention. It's a lot sadder. Good. That's definitely what I need.
It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar.
As I said, there's only a couple characters that I like left.
The same way as
so
the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
Of course not. She had to keep it a secret.
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use.
Feel no pain. Nah.
She kept the cell phone
Too late for that. If you look earlier in the stream, I felt a lot of pain.
So, she really was
I
planning
took
the murder.
A long hiatus after finding out that Kirumi was a culprit. I didn't even finish the trial until a while later.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Hold on. Cell phone.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting.
Exactly, Wolf Plays.
Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Kichi.
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah, that is a face. What the hell is going on with Monokuma? Don't answer that.
Keep slacking off. All the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
My head. I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
Right now, you're on the...
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
Oh, one of the faces that Kokichi made earlier. The, like, Joker face.
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
Wouldn't have? Really?
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
Then the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
She could commit a murder.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
It wasn't all of us, it was just Kokichi.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation. Now we can start a real class trial.
Oh, you fat.
Hey, Kokichi sorta sound like Monokuma.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
You.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward! Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame!
This is interesting.
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone.
It was either Kokichi or Gonta. And you're saying this just from watching this, right? You haven't played this before and they're trying to twist everything around, right?
If you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
I do have a suspicion it was Kokichi.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue.
Kokichi did...
If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die, you know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim.
He's gonna defend
so
himself.
It's only natural for us to think you're the killer.
He's gonna defend himself saying that the door was locked.
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
Yep, there it is.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
Isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
It's Gonta?
I couldn't pick
now,
locks with my
none of you have played the game,
I didn't
right?
have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
I remember. You and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked?
Could have been.
When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
I mean, you lie in all of these.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
What?
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
I don't even know what he's talking about anymore.
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually.
Dante is really
Before
sweet.
we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Mew's death.
You gotta consider everybody as a suspect.
Truth? There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Mew who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Right. Right, she made it slip and it was gone.
Then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
Well, you didn't even go. You could have knocked. True, first we need to determine if Mia was actually there or not. Did she go, or was she never on the roof at all? What do we got? Mugi's account, loud noise, Mia's corpse, Kokichi in the
Mew
salon.
was waiting for me to arrive.
Sitting on his avatar.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
That's not it. Loud noise. They heard Kilo's voice. Mugi's account. She saw Mew's avatar through the window.
If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
Was?
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
It seems as if impossible to go to the mansion, but there has to be some evidence that shows it was possible.
Waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
Wait a minute.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
That's not it.
If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was
Played
no
the
bridge
demo.
over the river.
Okay.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
I don't know.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion. No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
Should have been at the chapel.
It's right next to the chapel. How would she have gotten to the mansion? There's no bridge over the river. A bridge would be the only way to get across.
How did I miss again? Okay.
Oh no! Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was
waiting on the rooftop of the mansion. No,
Mew should have been at the
Oh. Tsumugi saw her outside the window.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, How did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
There must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
Uh-huh.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method.
I've already figured it out. I just don't know where
No worries,
it applied.
guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
No time to deal with Kokichi. But now I need to focus on the case. I don't overwork myself. Positive that me some kind of special method to go to the mansion. I just have to figure out what it was.
The way across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Nope.
Or maybe she teleported with magic.
Okay.
Or she used a warp zone.
There was no warp zones.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
Nope.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get...
Yep. I agree.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass through it.
Don't be naive, Shuichi.
What? Why are you arguing with me?
What is it, Kaito?
Oh, he's gonna bring up the fact that she's not an object.
Jeez, you set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge?
My edge is gonna be sharper than yours.
Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Kaito. Alright, let's do this. The mansion must build the world Mew's avatar.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion, right? So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
We are taking a whole new approach.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you?
Ah, shit.
That wall Mew set up.
Nope. One thing. Just... Oh, no. Alright, yeah, I know. Okay, alright.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all. You get it? So let's go through this one more time. But you just said so, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through.
Don't spam.
So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all.
Yes, she is, according to the program.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object.
Did she walk around the map?
She passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says.
Kokichi's right.
I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
And he's gonna take the bait.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
Start to beat down on Koichi's act there.
If Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
then her secret route was through that wall?
Uh-huh.
That's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map.
It is, but...
I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage?
Oh, we didn't investigate the chapel.
Because Mew said...
Trapped here, it's the end of the world, nothing exists.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
Wow, alright.
She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Kokichi's angle here.
You no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Monotaro?
He remembered.
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Don't Kokichi?
You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shit!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was she saying all that stuff about me, the Cubs, to reveal something? I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able
Very
to go through that wall for a
unmotivated right
reason.
now for some reason for this case. Like,
we aren't sure why yet.
Tired.
But once we saw the
I don't know
mystery
what's
of the
going
virtual
on with
world-
that. And again, nobody answered that.
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
She used the river.
Yeah, Gonta will help.
She used-
even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing.
I don't... Got it,
Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
but... Events that led us there. You're talking about...
This is it!
A loud noise.
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Right.
You all heard that sound too?
So you could hear it from the chapel.
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
Well, you could hear it at the chapel, and we heard it at the
That
mansion.
sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty
You
strange.
know how she got past?
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual
Right.
world.
And she
Okay,
rode the
Well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
other one?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
It's...
Sorry, going to not mean it like that.
Oh, Gonta... Stop being so gullible.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
What's the sign? Another mysterious phenomenon. It could be possible. I need to remember everything else that happened in there. Mind mine, really? Fine. That's not it. That's not it either. Three. Oh, it's right here. Come on. What was Miyu's thing for then? Really? Fucking... Yeah.
I see it!
Before then.
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Yes, we've seen this.
We found it later.
1,000
There was
times.
something unnatural about it.
I mean, the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. Should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Really? We just went over it. Another psychotaxi? Ugh. Now there are 4 questions. Alright, let's do it. Oh, and now the cubes are moving. Fantastic. Exactly what I wanted. Fuck. It was the signboard swept away at the bridge. At the river. Hey, are they moving? What's the point of that except to tick the player off? This is effective. Sometimes it moves across the road, sometimes it doesn't. Fuck. Stupid mechanic. Where is the end of the river? At the chapel. Chapel side, chapel side, chapel side. Ow. Doing this with the key, with the gamepad is so much better. Shots. I don't want to. I want to do it. Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? By the mansion. Whoa. Oh, is this BS? Ugh. That's the question. Here's to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? The opposite way. Against the current. There it is.
It connects. It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct? It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there.
Hello?
But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what.
I know what the connection has been.
All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Stop depending on me and start thinking for yourselves.
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
The clue is related to the unnatural way the sign was carried. This one, right?
This is it!
Yeah.
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through,
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could
Spawn
pass
on
through
the other
chapel
side.
wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
Is it? That's right, that's the real issue here. How did the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side? What explained that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble. This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Might be onto something there. Forget about what we think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river.
That's it! What if both ends of the river were connected?
Bingo!
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
Oh.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
In normal scenarios...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Unless that wall was already built for that purpose. In that case...
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
There you go.
What are you talking about now?
The wall was already set up. She set up one wall. The chapel and the mansion walls are the same wall.
That's it!
Oh.
The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
That's why we can hear each other too.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us!
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch!
Yeah, for this mystery. We don't know who did it, but we figured out the mystery of the
river and wall
virtual world.
Then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
All one map. Secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. Solve the mystery of the virtual world. Man's Gambit. loops. Come on.
I see now.
I do not have an Xbox One, no.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
I have a 360.
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
Say it.
when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river.
It's
Came
so
out
weird.
of that same wall upstream.
So weird and Xbox One 360. Yes, that's what I said.
And floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
Oh, that's actually pretty simple.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary.
I don't have
than
Xbox
even
One.
Magic.
Oh, please, sorry.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happen.
Xbox One. I don't have Xbox Live.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it?
So I can't really connect with anybody.
Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
You can go past the loading point, but it goes past the loop.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yup.
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
Wait. There's a looping point. Right here, right? Wait, what did Kibo say? Location.
Damn it.
Oh, okay. I got it. The loop starts here. The loop starts at the loading point.
There!
Alright.
The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map.
Oh, it's at the end of the map. There it is.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them.
Huh?
And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Impressive, Shuichi! For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
That's only part of the mystery.
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Again, we haven't solved the who.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
You're welcome.
Righto. On your mind.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet.
Alright, Kokichi knows exactly what he's doing.
Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
Only one person could go through the wall.
That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaido on purpose. No time for distractions like him. Have to find the culprit who killed Miyu. Doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve, if we can't find the culprit, it'll all be for nothing. I still don't know for sure who it could be. He used Miyu's own plan against her to kill her. He killed Miyu. Last trial intermission. I knew it. Gonna end it off here. As much as I would like to continue to keep going, I still have a lot of stuff to do. And I need to be up earlier tomorrow. So, we're gonna end it off here. So, thank you guys for joining. The next stream, I think it's tomorrow on PJ's channel. He's gonna be streaming Fallout 3. I need to end sometime, William. I can't go all night. Sheesh. This game is getting better, and I'll leave the good part for next time. Besides, we went through a whole investigation and half the trial. Yeah, next stream is going to be on PJ's channel. Play Fallout 3, I think tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And then the next stream after that is going to be on Chris's channel. PJ and I will both be joining him for Sonic Forces Wednesday sometime. And then we'll see where it goes from there. PJ's and Chris's channels are in the description and in the cards if you want to check them out. But yeah, thank you guys for joining, and see you guys later.